Let's head out west again.
Okay.
UCLA versus USC.
Yep.
USC is a 6.5-point favorite. What's going on with Chip Kelly and the Bruins?
I think
You're a recruiting guy. I don't know. You probably don't deal with Chip Kelly very much because he's not into the 4 stars.
No,
and 5
I think
stars.
the last time we talked about him was when he flipped Dante Moore. And just seeing what he's done this season, I don't know if I'm UCLA's brass, if I trust Chip Kelly with Dante Moore, because you hired Chip Kelly to run an offense.
Yeah.
And that offense ain't running real well right now. And you got Dante Moore waiting in the wings. You could bring in another head coach, bring in all that excitement, all that hope.
Move.
Yeah.
Like, your schedule's drastically different.
Yeah.
But like losing 17-7 to Arizona State is
Fireable offense.
like when I saw when they lost to Arizona the week before, my thought was, okay, Arizona's playing great. Noah Fafita's kind of finding himself as their starting quarterback. Jed Fish has that team really playing well. And I like Kenny Dillingham, and I think he's actually doing a good job.
He's doing a great
given
job.
the circumstances of
Great
Arizona
job.
State.
Yeah.
But that's an inexcusable loss
Yes.
if you're UCLA and you're in year 5 under Chip Kelly.
Yeah, you got to put up more points. Even if you just got to put up points if you're Chip Kelly, because that's the reason you're there. They can bring in
year 6. This is year 6.
They can bring in anybody to do what they're doing right now.
Now USC, we know what's going on there. They haven't quit yet. Like they could have easily quit against Oregon. They tried to come back, converted a couple 4th downs, got within 9. I believe in this offense. Caleb Williams, I still think is Jaden Daniels going to win the Heisman.
Right.
Caleb Williams still going to be the number 1 overall pick in the draft.
Yep.
Like he's a great quarterback and doesn't really have the weapons, but has found a way to Taj Washington and they've made it work. Defensively, they are what they are. So the UCLA is going to score some points.
Are they though?
Well, that's the question.
That's the question.
Because Arizona
Are
State's
they, though?
defense should theoretically give up the same level of points. I think I'm going to take USC to cover in this game.
Yeah, I like USC big in this game. Like you said, they haven't given up. They still know how to score points. I just don't think this kind of matches up to what we were saying earlier. I don't think UCLA can come up with the stops to slow USC down. I mean, USC can throw up 35 to 50 in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, UCLA has a great pass rush. And so the way UCLA wins, like the path to a UCLA win, is they force Caleb Williams to throw some picks or they make him, he has a fumbling issue.
Turnovers is the only way to kind of...
They need the Notre Dame game to happen again, basically.
And I don't know if that's possible right now. But I think USC comes out, if they play a somewhat clean game and not turn the football over, it's an easy 2-score win.
So while I've got you here, and I've done this already once, but I'm going to do it again, I'm going to tap your recruiting expertise here. What is going on with USC's recruiting? They're not where they need to be.
No, I think that, it's kind of the culture out west, recruiting culture out west. The fans don't follow it. The teams don't really care until the very end. And we'll see what he does at the end here with USC, but they need to I don't want to say they take low-hanging fruit on defense, but they need to start winning some of these big battles on the defensive line, on linebacker, defensive back. I mean, they need a plethora of holes filled on that defense, and I don't know if Lincoln Riley's the guy to do it, but hey, if you can score more points than everybody else, what does it matter?
Well, that's the thing. They got to put a defensive coordinator in place. I would imagine fairly quickly. Like by the end of the season.
Yeah, I would think you can do that.
So that person has 9-10 days to.
Yeah, in-home visits start the week after Thanksgiving. That's for the most part. That's when the coaches will hit the road and start doing the all-important in-home visits, which lead to official visits, which lead to signing day, and
maybe you hire somebody who's already got some people in the boat at their current school who may want to follow.
That'd be ideal.
Yeah, because that's what USC has to do personnel-wise on defense. They have to get much bigger up front.
Exactly.
Bear Alexander, they get him. He shouldn't be a nose. Bear Alexander should be a 3 technique. Like that's what he would be if, at Ohio State. He was at Georgia. Like that's not the biggest. Shouldn't be the biggest person on your defense.
Yeah, they're asking him to anchor that defense line.
They need some 320, 330 type guys, and then they also need some athletic 300-pounders. And so that's what they've got to do. They've not done that. Alex Wrench wasn't looking for that kind of person.
Right.
So whoever they hire, let me put it this way: if you are a 340-pound 5-star. or 320-pound 5-star, you're probably getting a call from USC.
Yeah, and I think they will. They played the game really well in the transfer portal. Anytime you saw a big name on the defensive line, on the offensive line, you saw USC involved. Now, they did sign some. They didn't land them all, but USC is there to play the game.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Just a reminder, subscribe to this channel right here so you never miss an episode of Andy Staples On 3. And oh, by the way, watch all the other great videos on the On3 Sports YouTube channel.